Hey y'all, it's your girl S Neo here, and we're playing Sephonie, and we are on part 3. We are in the next place after the caves, and we're playing as Amy, since we haven't really played as her. Or at least not as much as Igwin and Ryu. I don't even remember if I call him Ryu or Ryu, but we're just gonna go ahead and get back into it. So hopefully I can figure out how to do this. I'm still unsure. I'm still unsure about how to do this. I should have cheated and looked it up, but I didn't. Who cares about being authentic and confused? It just holds up the gameplay. I'm just kidding. Right now, not feeling very smart. Oh my gosh, you guys. Girl, what do you mean? What do you mean you can't get up there? Okay, so we're gonna see. Oh my gosh. Okay, you guys, it just took me a minute to figure that out. Thank God, a checkpoint. Oh, and I actually acquired, let's see, another memory, but it's for Ryu. It should say if it's new or not. I did pick it up. Oh, here it is. Ryu, you always check 3 times for your phone chargers, whether it be leaving a plane, leaving the hotel, leaving home. How do people lose their chargers? You don't want to be one of them, especially as this charger is proprietary, expensive. It can't be lost. You can't lose it, so don't lose it. I guess we didn't read this one. Ryu again. At one point, as a child, the concept of megaflora terrified you. Their evolutionary age, painting human history as a tiny blip. The first time you saw a giant flower at a botanical garden, it seemed like an artifact, time traveling from the past. You raised your hand to the flower, hesitant, but touched it, and you were hooked. What other secrets did this plant hold? Oh, planet. I mean, I don't know if I'd be touching everything here. That other plant gave me powers to, like, I don't know. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and mess that up. Oh my God. That's what this is for. Okay. Okay. Let's wall run. Oh. Oh my God. I was like, I have to continuous wall jump. Okay. So are we gonna have to come back up here? I guess. Okay. What? What's this for? What's this landing pad? Huh. That looks really interesting. So I guess I don't need to. Okay. I just don't have to speed jump off of here. Okay. Don't trust it. You know what? Man, you have to get really good at platforming in here. Where are we going? Oh my gosh. Y'all, let me tell you. I don't be knowing how to get back from here. At all. Can I run and jump all the way over there? Oh my god. I don't think so. But you never know. But also, I have a checkpoint. It'll be fine. Okay. If there was fall damage, that was probably the time. Haha. See, we finally can play Tetris now. Alright, y'all. Susharut Lichen. It looks kind of like an elephant. I just like how under there it says current is blue part 4 and then the next one was the martyr whale. But maybe it's been doing that the whole time. But anyway, we did it. We're just gonna call it the composite surgeon. It grows along Sephonie's vast underground tree trunks to find cantankerous wounds, slowly piercing inwards to consume the harmful infection. It'd be kind of cool, like, if there was more of a reward. Like, some of these have abilities. Like, this one sounds like it, you know, heals things or will sit on stuff that has an open sore only for trees. But if we have this onyx, it'd be kind of cool if, I don't know what I'm saying, because in here, you know, it's not that type of game where you need to, you know, you don't necessarily have to fight anything. So you don't have a health or anything to need the ability of that one. I don't know, I just kind of wish there was a reward for just going out of your way to find the little animals and stuff. But I understand I'm supposed to just see this as a reward. I'm just supposed to be happy. We actually have to double jump on that, touch that thing up there, heal it, land on it, and then double jump again. Oh, okay. God, okay. There needs to be a checkpoint right here, because I can just see myself not doing so hot. I wonder if this is just an out-of-the-way branch. Shackle worm. It is kind of shaped like a tie, I guess. Alright. It sexually differentiates based on its juvenile diet and then permanently fuses with another shackleworm to reproduce. Permanently? Okay, where do the babies... Okay, maybe out of their mouth. I don't know. There is no, Jesus. Where am I? They say, you know what? Just give up. Which is exactly what my ass is about to do. Now, see, I don't... Which area am I supposed to go to? Down there? That's where I came from, right? I don't know. Because there's also a cave over there. Let's just hope that this is the way out. Right? They'd be like, no. Oh. That thing looks like it's from a Balin Wonderland. That game, swear to God. Somebody out there liked that game, so I'm not gonna say nothing. Okay. Should I wall run? Okay, just gonna run and jump over there. Talk? What is this? A flower? Pretty flowers and sniff sniff. Phew, guano. The seeds of these plants must have been carried around in the bat's digestive system. This plant must have powerful roots or some kind of corrosive chemical excretion. Look at how the cave wall is being caved out around. Carved out around it. I butchered it, but you know. Also, I wouldn't sniff anything in a strange cave. Like, what if it knocked you out? But yeah, it is... Huh. I was wondering if a threat was going to show up in the game. Exploring is fun, though. Oh, what? It pushes me backward? Huh. Okay. Oh. Okay, these push me up, but those things push me outward. So I'm gonna wall jump. Okay. Oh, man. Okay. Oh. Oh, God. Okay. How do I not continuously wall jump? Like, they just keep running. Like, I can't stop the wall jump unless I just interrupt it by jumping, which could make me fucking fall off. Like, look how close it is to the edge. Oh my God. Oh, Jesus, please. All right, so I finally got up here, and no, I'm not gonna tell you how long that took me. That might have taken 10 or 15 minutes of being stuck. That's ridiculous. This has got to be the most annoying part so far. Okay, I'm gonna reset and just... I did not enjoy that. Pretty colors. Pomelia artifact. Looks like a being. Wow, the sight, the smell. What a specimen. Igwin, are you blushing? No, you are. What? No, I'm not. Am I? All right, focus you two. Let's go. Tetris. Relaxing. Tetris. Okay, finally. Architect. It reshapes the physical structure of Sephonie's cave network, using an elaborate system of chemical manipulation to deliver seeds with sculpturally additive or subtractive effects. Okay. A lot of talking about to happen. A light-speed highway opens its doors. Thoughts, memories, feelings, hope race forward. A lonely receiver beyond time drinks the deluge, indulging. Borders, seas, air, space can't stop it. Change shines out, and its unstoppable rays pierces hearts and minds. And Onyx Mindshare is here. Igwen Lin. Another day of summer school over. A seagull lands at the open window and distracts you from whatever your scraggly white English teacher is talking about. Also, with these mind shares, like, is Sephonie Island the one that's actually receiving this information? Or are all three scientists hearing each other's memories? But we did just link with the creature, so I'm gonna guess that. You're thankful he's taken the time to teach the class, but you could do without his occasional self-important sidetracking. Now he's showboating about a concept he learned in college, but it shifts to his weekend plans, of course, and he's going to Kaohsiung to enjoy the weather. It's like, dude. Later, during a high school vacation, your family goes to southern Taiwan to visit Kaohsiung City. It's hotter than Taipei. But when the sun sets on the harbor near Pier 2 Art Center, the humid air cools down. You eat a fresh milk tea popsicle sweetened with Okinawan sugar. You can taste this sugar, but not the Okinawan. While your parents comment on how well kept the various buildings and shops are. As you sit at the harbor looking out across the water towards the South China Sea, you feel happy to be Taiwanese, a citizen of this country. You feel pride that a society had accomplished so much since martial law, not even just this fancy and one-up-and-coming arts area, but the simplicity of a nice palm tree, a patch of grass, a harbor you can lean over and feel the breeze. I wish I could stay like this forever. But you can't. You stare into the sunset in denial, and when you finally accepted the day, Taiwan and the world will keep going, and when your parents call for you, that's when you sign, get up, and rejoin them. Your parents suggest that you all take a trip to Okinawa next, assuming the money and time for it appears. After all, it's far closer to Taiwan than Tokyo or Hokkaido would be. Time returns to the present. You feel you should get to know Ryu more. I wonder if Ryu's visited Okinawa. 50-50 chance that he has. I should ask him. Igwen's data has been received. I guess they're all sharing it with each other too. I don't know. Ryu Hayashi. Ryu, in Okinawa, you find the sand beautiful and the sea clear. It's easy for you to forget that ever since Japan lost World War II, the Americans have held military bases here. Things are peaceful now, but if some war broke out, this small island could quickly become a focal point of conflict. You also remember that Okinawa used to not be a part of Japan. But these thoughts filter past your mind as you sip on a fruity drink and enjoy some barbecue. That sounds good. As a precondition to being here, you must agree to temporarily leave the history at home in Tokyo. You've learned this time to exist only in the present. Should you really be held accountable for it all? After all, you think with a tinge of guilt, your family is from Taiwan, not Japan. Ryu's from Taiwan too? Okay, different country, different history. He just lives in Japan, or did. You're on vacation after finishing a major project at your lab. Finally. Shinji looks over at you and asks why the two of you don't go on trips more often. I don't know, you say. Work may be exhausting, but it feels like your hands are clasped on the wheel. Loosen your grip and you might lose control completely. Maybe Hawaii would be nice. Yeah, that spam onigiri is good. Musabi. You went once as a kid, but don't remember much. Probably a beach. A spam musubi. You're not sure. Maybe those memories are lifted from vlogs and ads. Time returns to the present and you remember Amy is from America. Has she visited Hawaii? Maybe we have that in common, I don't know. Ryu's data has been received by Sephonie Island, I guess. Amy Lim. Amy, it's a few years into your career and you squeeze both a science conference and a family vacation into one trip to Hawaii. What a workaholic. Your mom laughed at the idea, but she needed to go to the conference as the chief of your lab. Oh, it just runs in the family. Okay. Hawaii is very far from the United States, and you think it's strange for one state to be so remote from the others. You arrive in Hawaii. Soon the conference and vacation end. You go to the airport, and before you know it, you're back home in Bloomington, Illinois, as if the trip never happened. Later, you drive from Bloomington to Chicago. There's a ball being held for young Taiwanese professionals in the commercial Magnificent Mile area of the city. The formal dress code is surprisingly strict, you think, as you squeeze into the long shimmering gown that you haven't worn since the last ball. They have balls? Where? You enjoyed the crisp clarity of a nice set of rules, but only if you understand their motivations. A science conference has formal balls? Okay. Taiwanese faces in American suits. Dresses, ties, shoes, hairstyles, education, companies. If the dress code had nothing to do with Taiwanese culture, and everyone here is Taiwanese, why is everyone wearing these clothes? Who are we impressing with all of this? But then you think back to a family banquet in Taiwan. Everyone was wearing similar formal clothes there too. You're not sure what you were expecting. Back at the ball, you talk to a few friends, then run into a past classmate and catch up. The two of you leave early to go walk to the snowy, frozen lakefront. The lake is cold, the horizon hazy. You pretend it's an ocean, one that goes on forever, to other countries and places, rather than ending in a stretch of factories in gray Indiana. The distant lights and smokestacks, perhaps an airship, a window to another world. Time returns to the present and you remember that Igwin lives in Tupai. You've been meaning to ask her about it, what life is like there, but you haven't had the time. There's just so much to do, always. There's so much for us to do. Amy's data has been received. 3 transmissions of flawless quality. The highway shines with beauty. A wonderful night out here. Lucky, lucky. Connection complete. Fascinating. It's normal enough for a plant to disperse its seeds by attracting animals to eat its fruit, but Pamela is able to grow several types of fruit and selectively activate them at different times. Upon activation, the fruits release an immense burst of hormones, which causes these long-tongued bats beside us to slurp them up. We should call them ribbats. Huh? Because they're like bats, but they have frog tongues? Ribats? So, as the fruits pass through the digestive tract of the ribats, they release a continuous hormonal code that selectively amplifies or dampens the ribat's hearing in each ear, warping the spatial data they receive via echolocation. Essentially, they steer them to different locations throughout the cave. And after the ribits poop in the desired location, the seeds go to work. Some of them speed up erosion with their acid from the poo, or maybe just from the seeds. Others work indirectly, attracting worms to feed on their remains. Over time, the worm tracks become grooves that guide the flow of mineral waters to create speleothem formations like stalagmites and stalagmites and stalactites. I remember learning that there were two different ones, but I forget how to say it. So, Pamela has the power to create and destroy rock formations throughout Sephonie. Yeah, that's kind of creepy. Well, I think for Pamela, it's not about the power to create or destroy. Change is inevitable, and a leader uses perspective, like me, to help guide that change. I never thought of it that way. This new link data will allow us to go deeper. Why don't we keep exploring? Another time. Because your girl is tired. When the three of you look into an ocean, what do you see? The grinding and scraping of Earth's vast-edged shards of crust? Species bursting, branching, and dying beneath the surface in a cacophonous symphony? Or perhaps you see it through the stories handed down to you. Stories of adventure and tribulation. Stories of waiting for your lover to return, clutching tear-stained letters to your breast. Or does it hold your gentle, sun-bleached memories, screeching when your brother threw a slimy seaweed onto your shoulder, dropping down beneath the waves to be held briefly, completely by the water? Or maybe you see it in every way at once. And for all of the unfathomable nature of time and the blue blackness of depth, and a dispassionate ubiquity of change, I'ma stop. You still wish to feel seen. You still wish to be held in just this single moment before everything becomes something else. When you are near a ribat, an icon will now pop up. Press the jump button again in midair to unleash a burst of hormones like Pamela's fruit, and the ribats will pull you to its location with its frog-like tongue. You may use this ribat grapple technique to find shortcuts, or to get to places you couldn't reach before, like right now. Let's talk to her. It. Yes, a hill here, an outcropping there, and with this new seed concoction, perhaps we'll be able to put the final touches on the resurfacing plan of the flower stones in the 200-meter depth zone. A rebalancing in the bacterial growths there seem to be key to re-achieving the gas balances of 500,000 years ago, which I should have worked on 500,000 years ago. We'll have the data within a mere 10 to 20,000 years. I got time. But I don't. Okay, so let's read this tutorial. While in midair and the ribat icon is active, press jump a second time. What does that mean? Okay. What? Okay, jump a second time. Alright, y'all. this is where I'm going to call the game. Let's be somebody else. This is kind of a cool screenshot. But yeah, this was part 3. I feel like we might be 1/3 the way, and I still don't trust that man we met earlier. So, you know, all is well, I guess. But geez, just that part right there, jumping up, that took like 15 minutes. And I swear I will cut all of it out. Just leave the parts that are important. But anyway, glad you guys were here on the adventure. As much complaining as I did about that part, I still really like this adventure game. It is almost purely adventure. Like, even if this was a game that didn't have conflict, I'd be like, ooh, we get to jump here and do this and that, and what ability is that? And oh, look at that, I mastered this. Like, you know, it's a lot of rewards. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.